I'm Amber, also known as Rhythm Witch here on Instagram, other social media platforms. I'm hoping to grow a little community of people that are into the same interests as me, some like-minded people into tarot, journaling, working with the moon, witchery, tea. And today I have a little pick a card reading for y'all, if you're interested. Grab yourself a cup of tea and let's get into it. I've got myself some trinkets. I love trinkets, all the little trinkets. So I've got some trinkets here for you to pick from. Each one of these trinkets is going to align with one of these piles. Whichever trinket you feel called to is probably going to be the reading for you. You could be called to multiple, you could be called to one, maybe none of them resonate. But let's see. For pile one, we have the tombstone. It's quite cute. For pile two, we've got the key. Ooh, little key. For pile three, we've got the coin. A yes and a no coin. So if you resonate with the coin, pile three might be for you. Also kind of felt like when I was pulling these cards that these readings kind of went in succession. It might for some of you, and all of them will resonate and you can kind of watch them in succession, or one pile might just resonate with you. Let's get started. Got pile one with the tombstone. I've been really intrigued with this lately. I don't know why. Maybe I need to hear something from this reading too. Anyways, we have the Magician and Sparkle Sparkle Bitch. By the way, I'm going to be using the Murder of Crows Tarot, and I will be using Visions in the Liminal Space Oracle deck. All right, back to this reading. We've got the Magician and Sparkle Sparkle. Let's see if we can stick these right here. Whoop. I feel like with this pile, the universe is telling you to go for it, okay? It's telling you to take those ideas, take those thoughts, and put it to use. Shine bright. The time is now. It is time to step into this power of the Magician. It is time to step into your own power and say, you know what? I may have gone through a lot of shit with this Sparkle Sparkle. I may have seen a lot of things, and I am going to shine because diamonds are made in the rough. And so the universe is really telling you that even though you may have been knocked down and times may have been hard, right now it's time to take action. Put it to work. Put those tools, put those ideas, take all of this strength you have from enduring, and instead of sitting on it, because we do, you know, sometimes with this really speaks to it, our little charm that we have. Sometimes we get stuck mourning what's happened and it almost feels like we can't move on. Maybe you've gone through something hard. The country, everything's going through something hard, but maybe you've gone through something hard and now the universe is telling you that it's time to step back into it. It's time to say, you know what? Damned if I do, damned if I don't. But a lot of the damned if you do is coming from your mind overthinking. You know, we get this Mercury energy from the Magician and we tend to say, oh, but this could happen. Oh, but this could happen. But think about the sparkles that could happen. Think about the positive things that could come from it. Think about how wonderful and liberating it's going to feel to stand in that power and say, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to learn along the way. And I'm going to be open to things along the way. And I'm going to shine while I do it. Pile one, I think it's time to get up and move towards what you want to do. The universe says, get up. Go for it. It says, yes, shine. Take it over. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will leave you with that. Bye. On to pile two. If you chose the key, then this reading might be for you. We've got, it was this way. Oh no. we've got 3 cards for you for pile 2. We're starting off with the Tower, okay? Things feel a little crazy right now. Things are a little rough, and you're moving through it, okay? We've got no choice but to move through it. And we've got no vacancy, reversed. It speaks for itself, okay? We're gonna keep moving and then we'll put it all together. I see that you're here and I am glad, reversed, okay? This time that we're going through right now, it's hard. I understand. Things are moving very quickly, or they're being ripped out from under you, or things just maybe don't feel comfortable. And if it's not about a feeling of feeling comfortable, it may be the need to break down your ego. Let's start with the discomfort. Things may be feeling uncomfortable right now, kind of like it's getting ripped out, kind of like you're moving through just this hard moment. You're clinging to what feels good, but the universe is really saying move forward. As I kind of said that these readings might go in succession, it's time to move forward. There's no vacancy. It's not serving you to be here anymore. It's not the place that you want to be, that you feel good about being in. And that makes it hard when it's what you know to be comfortable. But you've got to move through a little bit more of this discomfort to get to the comfortable, because this isn't going to change and become comfortable. It's no longer healthy. It's no longer working for you. If we're looking at the ego side of it, then we can look to this Tower as, you know, maybe we're sticking in something because we are really good at it and we know how we're doing it, but there's nowhere for you to move in this. And maybe the fear is holding you back of being at the bottom again. And it's scary. It's scary to go somewhere that maybe you don't feel like you're fitting in too well. It's scary to go where maybe you feel like you don't belong, but you haven't tried, so you don't know yet. So with this going one of those two ways, no matter what, it's kind of time to move out of the position that you're in right now. It's time to move forward, and it's going to get a little more uncomfortable before it gets comfortable, but you will move through it. You will move to a place. You have guides, if that's what you believe in, or your higher self. Even people in this life that are going to help you make it comfortable once you move through this hardship. But right now where you're at, it's time to move from it. It's time to move from it. And if you resonated with the first pile, you're going to move into that sparkle. You're going to move into the comfort, into you. It's like the analogy that everyone brings up with the snake shedding its skin. It's uncomfortable. You're shedding parts of yourself, but you're going to come out brighter and new. Just as a caterpillar doesn't necessarily know what it's moving into when it cocoons, it could be dying. It kind of does. But when we move through it and keep moving with the Tower ruled by Mars, it's time to move forward. It's time to fight through it. We are going to fight for something that we really want. And right now, I think you know that you don't want where you're at. So move through it. Move through the anxiety, move through the fear, and you'll come out on the other side feeling so much more empowered, I promise. A little healing. But come back. Let's take that journey together. You're not doing it alone. Okay? I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that some of this resonated and helped you. You've got the keys, remember that. You really do have the key to move forward, okay? You have the keys to leave this place and the keys to move forward through it. Just remember, I wanted to sneak that little thing in. Anyways, I hope that resonated, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Okay, on to pile 3. Ooh, I need a little sip of tea. I feel like I kind of talked to myself in my head all day about all of this because I don't really talk to many people about my witchery. I work at a bar, so I don't think really people want to have a drink and deep dive on themselves. So I'm very excited to be putting this out here and having tea with you guys and doing a little deep dive. I even like getting the messages and seeing how that they reflect in my life. It's not just about giving a message, it's the curiosity behind how it can relate and how we all relate And I think that's what helps us build community. Anyways, a little bit of the round thing. Pile 3. Did you resonate with the coin? A yes? Maybe a no? Maybe a little maybe? Well, if you resonated with the coin, this is your reading, pile 3. Okay? We have a tarot and 2 oracles, but I chose another oracle from another deck because I think you needed just a little bit more of a positive scooch forward. So we're starting off with the 9 of Swords. Okay? I feel for you. Oof. The anxieties I feel. The nightmares. The creating. I don't want to take this away from anyone, so this might not be for everyone, but sometimes I create mountains out of molehills. My mind can just keep going and going and going, and I think of all the horrible endings. And this leads us to the back rooms. Okay. That kind of goes with what I was saying with you can kind of get stuck in this fear and this anxiety and this stress so much that it almost feels inescapable. Excuse me. We can get stuck in this anxiety and fear so much that it can feel inescapable, kind of like this back rooms. It starts showing up in your sleep and your dreams, and that's scary. I recommend definitely, you know, for some of you to find someone to talk to, or hopefully listening to this will bring a little bit of a spark and remind you that you do have power over your thoughts. It's kind of like the flip of a coin. You have that like rush of anxiety, but it is because in that flip of a coin moment, you know what you truly want, and you know what you truly want to go after, and you know that that's what you're hoping for it to land on. And I guess the point of that is to remind you that in all of this anxiety and in all of this stress, I think you know what it is that can make you happy. And I think you know what it is that you kind of need, but sometimes the outside world can make it feel almost impossible to do that. It's like how sometimes for me, honestly, getting up and brushing my teeth is so hard. I hate gagging and sometimes brushing my teeth. Anyways, spare you the details. Sometimes getting up and brushing our teeth can be even hard when we're in their state. Sometimes getting up and taking a shower. And so you really have to remind yourself that you're not trying to go after what society is deeming responsible or adult or productive. You're going after what you can accomplish today, and you're going to give yourself a big, big pat on the back when you do it. If it's brushing your teeth and crawling back right into bed, that's wonderful. I love it. If it is just getting your hair wet, if it's splashing some water in your face, if it is simply getting up to grab yourself a cup of water, okay? I want you to do that. Just take an easy day for yourself. If what it feels like you need is to watch your favorite movie on repeat, and that's all you can accomplish, watch your favorite movie on repeat. Because we have... This is a third card that I wanted to pull to kind of bring some enlightenment. And this card is telling you to move, but it's not necessarily in a way that's hasty when it's reversed, okay? Let me show it up here again. It is the Cayman and Poppy Dreams. This brings in a sense of just getting up and moving enough to keep you from sitting in this same thought process. And like I said, this can be as simple as getting up and brushing your teeth. It's just enough to kind of get you out of that headspace that has you trapped, that has you feeling like there is no way out. And getting up and moving and doing just a tad bit of that to work through it will keep you from falling into this, because dreams, although we'd like to think are always so happy and merry and it's our dreams, it's what we want, sometimes they could be dark. Sometimes they could be scary, and sometimes we need to just move our bodies to work that out. And it's not about getting up and accomplishing the world today. Today it's about surviving. And you have to remember that you are here to just survive. Just like that. A deep breath to remind yourself that I'm here and I can do this. If that's all you can muster right now, just take a deep breath for yourself. Move through this with challenging one thought at a time. Move through it by bringing reality to one thought and facing one thing. Just one thing at a time. You're watching this video, so you've accomplished that. Maybe make a cup of tea and have a cup of tea with me. Oh, I just feel so much compassion because I know this anxiety and it makes me kind of want to not stop talking but leave pauses for you to breathe. But I just kind of want to hold this space for you right now and remind you that you can come out of this. You just need to move a little. One step, one thing. Grab a bagel. Grab some tea. Maybe some crackers and some cheese. Anything like that sound good? A drink. And once you do, sit down. Breathe in. And let go of the rest. Move through it. And then if you feel like you're being stuck again, one more step. Now, maybe hop in the shower. Maybe wipe the counter. Maybe grab a comfy blanket and find a movie that you want to watch that's going to make you feel good. Just take one little step to do something that makes you feel good every time that you feel like you might be stuck in this headspace. I really hope that helps. I hope I see you back here for another video. Because I'd love to sit here and have tea with you again. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to create more, and I'd love to talk about more things. I do work a full-time job. This is just me kind of expanding on talking about my hobbies and living my life to the fullest. If you'd like to know more about me, follow me on Instagram. I do like to post a little bit more there, but I'm trying to make longer form content to move over here because I can get rambling and I want to talk. I don't want to just throw you this up and tell you you're gonna have a wonderful day and leave you. I want to sit down. I want to have a conversation. I really hope to see you guys back here. I hope that one of the readings, you resonated with it. I hope that it helps you a little bit. So, goodbye until next one, friends. I hope you have a wonderful day. Blessed be.